Welcome to another TLB Marketing Essentials video tutorial. This tutorial is on using WordPress, and we're going to cover installing media. So I've logged into my website, and I'm just going to simply click on Media in the sidebar menu. And now that I'm in my media library, I'm just simply going to go to the top and click on Add New. Now I have the option of either just dragging and dropping files in this area right here, or I can click on Select Files. So let's upload a couple of images here. I'll take a few. And you can see the status of the uploads occurring right below. Now, if you have any troubles with this upload, you can see here it says maximum upload file size 128 megabytes. That should be sufficient. If it's lower, say 2 megabytes, and you're having trouble uploading files, simply talk to your web developer to get that number increased. And that's going to be increased in your hosting. So if your hosting is with GoDaddy, for instance, that's going to be increased in those settings. So I'm going to now click on an image. As you can see, each of these images have actually uploaded, but I want to go a step further and edit the metadata attached to those images. So you can see that here we have a URL attached to the image. Now this is the URL that image is actually located on or hosted on my domain. So if you want to use this image anywhere else and you can simply add the URL of the image, this is where you're going to get that URL. So I'm going to simply take that entire URL, copy it. I'll open another window just to show you, and I'll paste that into my browser, hit enter, and there's the image. So this is actually really handy in a lot of different applications where you're allowed to just put in an image URL and just have that image hosted in your website and on your domain. Now we have a title here of the image. This title is only important for you to be able to find that image. So this doesn't have to be anything fancy, just something that is going to help it to be organized in your media library. And this will come in really handy once you have a lot of images in there. The caption is what a user is going to see if you've put this image into a post or into a page. So some themes will actually have the caption inside of a little box around the image, some are outside of it, but either way it's going to be displayed right below the image, and all of your users and visitors to your website are going to see that. So that one is optional, not everyone does that. The alt text is very important for search engine optimization. And alt text is something that the search engines use to help identify should that image not display. It also helps for people who are hearing or sight impaired and use special software when they're viewing websites, and it tells them what the picture actually is. So imagine that you're going through the website and you need that picture described to you. Now, having said that, you want to insert some of your keywords here so that the search engines are going to pick up on that. Now, you want to be careful that every picture does not contain the same alt text. So if you're thinking of keywords and, for instance, your keyword is online marketing, you don't want to just call every image online marketing, because the search engines will actually penalize you for having all the duplicated content. So here I'm going to say Facebook reach hack before collaborative campaign. And the description is something that would be displayed on that URL, so on the page that actually contains that image. So most likely you won't need any description in there. Now, the reason why I put Facebook reach hack before collaborative campaign, hopefully I spelled that right. I'm having like a brain freeze here and I'm wondering if I actually spelled that right. I'm gonna have to go back and check before I actually use this. But anyways, the reason why I use this entire thing is my post is actually called the Facebook Reach Hack, and I give a tip as to how to increase your reach without paying for an ad or a boosted post. And this is a before picture of the results that people were having in their reach before they did this collaborative campaign. So I want to give that full description here so that it is actually describing this particular image, and the search engines will reward me for that. Now I'm going to just put a hyphen in between each of these, in between each of the words. You can do this as you're typing. Some people have a hard time doing that, and they just go back and add those hyphens. And there we go. Okay, so that has automatically saved my image, and I'm going to close that. And I will do the same for the next one. So I'm going to leave my title as my TLB post reach results because I will be able to find that, and I'm going to create my alt text now. Facebook reach hack. Now I know that that seems like it may be duplicated, but the entire thing is not going to be the same. So there are times that some words will be duplicated just because you only have one subject normally on your website. Or for mine, I have websites, I have social media, and those kind of things. So you're going to see Facebook more than once in my alt text, of course. Hack during campaign. Okay, and just simply click to the next box, and now it's saved it. As you can see, the little button here says saved, and then it disappears. And I'll do that with the final one. Facebook reach hack testimonial. And as you can see in the top here, it's saved, and I'll click out of that. Okay, so now those images are ready for me to use, and you can see there's different images on my website. Now you can also store PDFs, and where I was mentioning before that the URL can come in really handy, it can really come in handy for PDFs because so many times people have a large PDF they want to share, and they want that available online so they can just add a link. So whether you're sending out an email campaign or you're putting that in a Facebook post, that can come in really handy. So again, we're going to select the file, and let's just go and find a PDF here. Actually, I believe there is one of my downloads. Oh, and there's actually just one thing that I do want to show you right now. In addition, we're just going to find the featured image that I'm going to use for my next post, and I just want to make a point of showing you that. So I will attach that, let that start downloading, and I will find a PDF now. And there's a PDF. And that PDF is something I'm going to delete later, but I'll just use this as an example. So we'll just continue on with that PDF. And again, you'll see where the image URL is. We're going to copy that entire URL of the PDF. And now I'm going to post that in my browser. And you'll see here's the link to that PDF. Oh, I did the wrong one there. Let's go to the PDF. And I think I know the problem actually. It's that when I'm recording a video, it doesn't like to copy and paste out of that box for whatever reason. If I were to type in this entire URL, you would actually see that PDF just like you see this image displayed here. Now that's also helpful if you want to have a PDF, a clickable PDF on your website. So for instance, you have a form that you want people to download, or you have you just have a document that you want them to be able to save off of your website. This can come in really handy because you simply create a link to that URL, and now they'll be able to click on here and they'll be able to right click and save that PDF. So back to our image library, and the other thing I wanted to point out here So this is an image that I purchased off of Big Stock. You'll see that it's already got a title and a description in that image. So this is all embedded in that image. So it is really important. I'm going to take out the description and I'm going to include some alt text of my own. And again, I'll do Facebook reach hack. Actually, for this one, I'll just say Facebook URL browser. So that is describing the image here that you see. It's a URL in the browser, and my keyword for this particular post, one of my keywords, is Facebook, so that is going to help my post. Now, Facebook is a really competitive keyword. It's going to be a little bit more difficult. So if I wanted, I could add something to try to, incorporate the rest of my posts, like something to do with my Facebook reach hack or something like that. But for now, this is a really good alt text. And I definitely want to change that title because that is not going to help me find it in my image library. So I'll just say probably the same thing, actually. And I'm just waiting for it to save. And it's now saved. Okay, so that about completes uploading media to WordPress.